This is like one of the banging nights, man, where you just don't want it to end, so you just keep dragging it out that wee bit longer. Emerging for the booty, a sketchy brief Thursday night on Renfrew Street. Backpack full of notebooks, pens and beats, and a head full of endless grief. Before the Mac went up, the ABC caved in and became the waistband. The art school we never could, it waved us in. Quick search, let the games begin. I'm sending this out to my community. I'm not going to embarrass myself, try to list everybody. I hope you understand. But what the hip hop scene done for me, I could never capture in words, never mind music. I love yous, man. Thank you. Thursday, no place to be but here. First album just out to some sneers. New kid on the block, now the one to fear. Bottom of the flat at the top tier. Whole crews try to give me a bum steer. And the madness, one thing becomes clear. I'm nobody's mug, you're all sitting ducks. 2003, that was some year. Then I put us on the guest list. Better hang back with the lads to divide the stash. Bouncers shake our hands, it's all smells. In fact, we never knew that they called us wiggers behind our backs. My bird at the time was a nice lass, but she changed ones that hit hard, but the trauma's still there at the bottom of the wine casket. You get nice with her hands, just like her dad. West End birds giving me a side glance. I'm chuffed anyone would notice, but I look back from behind glass and said nothing. Didn't have the heart to tell them I'm homeless. My rig out's all div-defy. Hand-me-downs, only hang I own is a spiral. Big plans, kinda hoping this pyro gets me out of the spiral and over this gyro. Head out to puff fags and trade pelters as the window shook fair the face melters. Real world was burning like a trade centre. This fantasy is where I take shelter. Too high to see we don't belong here. The art school's for artists. What do we know? We only listen to Co-Flow, Aesop, Wu-Tang and the arsonists. Everybody here's banker, mom and dad. We're long-term unemployment. Their exhibitions on it, the Mac. We're rapping outside the toilets. So sticking to the flare beats pounding. Get around in and lose your voice shouting. Best 4 hours of the week, but who's counting? If it's on and I'm the one you can count in. We sure packed the crowd in. Respite is a scaled a mountain. The sandbox we were running round in. Dealers touting, pills washed down with pound tins. Far from home, a much needed grounding. A safe space to get my sorrows drowned in. God bless the Vic Bar, the only part of the art school we were allowed in.
More than 100 years of history went up in flames last night, and a piece of Glasgow's heart went with them. The city's art school was a cultural landmark, loved here and far beyond. Now it's gone.